And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. 6-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. Throws right side, and that's complete.
I meant to mark that heli. That's what I'm about to get.
As a tackle made at the Bills' 42. 23 yards the pickup there.
At the 42-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well.
Nobody with y'all, right?
Job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
So we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Hey, grab that flag. I'm going to go do it.
All right.
From the gun, Jackson. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down and 9.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Ito Smith, his first carry. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith.
What the fuck made Ben Carson run for president?
And the Falcons have taken the
Man, that nigga was fried.
He was so retarded too, bro. He had the worst, like, everything, dude.
This was the explosiveness.
And the nigga ran when they come out. And that nigga didn't know when they come out because I was crying. He was fried.
Nigga was lost, bro.
The rest of the game.
It's good.
Like, nah, fool, you tripping. Like, I don't even know what whoever on his campaign team fucked up. They should be like, nigga, just go back to being a doctor. This ain't you. You ain't my political world. You changed the world enough, nigga. You the motherfucking told niggas how to separate twins. Cool, gifted hands.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
Man.
McCann's got it teed up.
Bruh, I'm telling you, fool. We did so much research on this nigga for him. Listen, bro, you do all that work through life, bro. Studying a real nigga that you thought, and he come out being a fuck nigga. You fucked up in the head for real.
Hey, you got enough cash too. Where you wanna go?
I don't know. It's no buy, bro.
Yeah.
It's the only buy. Y'all wanna go there or there? I wanna go. I don't hate that buy. Which one y'all wanna go to?
I don't know, but you gonna have to get in.
Amen. I was on the chop thing. That is absurd.
To the air, Allen. And he's going to be brought down. Back in his own 6-yard line. Marlon Davidson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
So the motherfuckers at the box shop are telling me, Chief keep this, Chief keep the fake.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And some room to work. And he's able to get this one all the way past the...
I can jump out.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
Y'all wanna go?
Let's push these niggas over here on that car. 2 teams right there.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Can't do it. Can't get in. Here we go.
Only about a yard up to the 32.
Somebody got fire shotgun. Go high.
Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
I heard somebody running under us.
I got smoky smoke.
Just a yard on that last run. Play action.
No, what the fuck?
He's going to look deep for more.
Cross. I don't know how I got him, but I beamed him.
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders run to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
What? How you shoot me? He down. Oh, that's somebody else. I'm about to say, how the hell did this nigga kill me?
Shoot off.
But I downed that nigga across the way, and then oh god!
Should have never pulled over.
Second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
We thought we was Huskers and them boys.
Hey, it's already 70 people left in the game.
Well short of the first down marker.
That nigga, hey, that one nigga who shot me was probably a hacker.
Possession. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th
left.
down.
You be mid left.
He was only asked to punt once.
On the back wall, back right. Watching all scoping down the mid, back right still. Good shit, you should have killed him with that. I don't know how you didn't even hit him with that. He's right in your spawn now. Looking right at you. Mid spawn, about to go to secure the flag. You better kill this nigga. He looking dead at you.
The play-by-play.
Hey, fool.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent.
Oh, he might be hacking, fool.
Together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized.
Nigga didn't even look at me. Real life hip fire to jump from the back of the spawn.
His oratorical skills.
Oh, that's
That's
it.
cat.
3 yards the gain there.
Oh!
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here earlier.
I probably want a couple more, bro. I'm getting out because I'm getting fucking mad, bro. I don't like getting mad at this game. I don't know how to drop my phone in it. I'm about to fucking watch The Wire.
Start to creep up, start to pressure receivers. Now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Again on second down. Jackson. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Oh, come on, get up the clock.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
4th down.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis or deep ping pong, you know, back and forth like that.
Back out.
That definitely is excellent, wasn't it?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what
you want to do, Nance? You want to do this?
You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again.
That's a bit.
It's not picking up a couple of first downs.
All right, bro.
You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. Flushed out right. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now.
Son, what the fuck? He didn't even block.
It doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Whoosh. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bills have recovered. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Falcons 7, Bills nothing.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield.
Oh, it's holding?
Let's get the call.
God.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
What the fuck is Deion Dawkins at, man? What the fuck?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Allen. And that's complete to Jesse James. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
I'm like, what the fuck?
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Hands it off out of the gun. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Taking it about the 16. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second and 5 now. Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Jackson now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Now they try the right side here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
Oh, come on.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Jackson on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll pitch it out here.
That's so wild.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Let's go, defense. All right, here we go. 53 at the mic. 53 at the mic. You. Kip. 18 Cardinal.
From the 27, Jackson.
Son, you cheating. I'm
Just inside the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And now look at him go. Past the 20.
What's up?
And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. They tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because They were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
The nigga was going forward and then went backward.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
On 1st down, Allen. He's going to fire one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Touchdown.
Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
We got 4. We got 4.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but it's still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field.
Get the fuck out of here.
Got the lead. They've done well in the first half.
Gay.
Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 17 yards to pick up there.
I gotta put Dawson in out there.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. From the gun, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Dawson Knox. Incomplete. It's now
Regular ass tackle.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Yo. Yeah.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 35. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep.
And
the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
on the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 17, Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Allen took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to look deep for more. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. This time, Jackson will throw it. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And that's knocked away and incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Cordero Patterson on the return. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play here for Buffalo. 67 yards.
Gain on the play. And the Bills first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Pickens. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
We'll take a second. I like my receiver. We gonna eat.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. From the right hash, this from 33.
33-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Offensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
53, check 53. Let's go, D. Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the screen.
Jackson now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Their own 33-yard line.
Okay.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Pickens looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Now Allen. He completes it to the tight end Knox. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
1st down, Buffalo.
I don't know if we're going to get there.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And they give this time to the tailback. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Rico Gafford, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Bills will add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On first down, Pickens, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 44-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. On play action, Allen. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down.
15.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I love it. For that run is fucking amazing.
They'll run on first down. Pickens. And he stopped immediately there.
Number 21.
Dante Fowler in on the stop. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Allen off the play fake. And it's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step one on that play.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Now a give, right side. Pickens, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Bills 31, Falcons 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
2 yards on the
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They've certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
He's taken.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
At the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again, Jackson. Now they go screen, it's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Falcons 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 32. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And down inside the 15 he goes. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 9-yard line.
Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? The Bills on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. Call it a gain of 5 4th down now. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Pickens. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now they'll run it on the toss. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
A 10-yard gain, but it's 4th down. Today's final score.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for Buffalo, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.
Nah, that shit